Welcome to this week's market review and expectation. So today is Friday, the 10th of January 2025. Okay, so as I do every week, I take a look at what I was expecting in the dollar index against what the market delivered. Okay, and I also talk about what I expect in the coming week. Okay, so this is a dollar index, as you can see, feed from Exness. In the previous week, we were on this particular candle right here. So all these hadn't formed. Okay, all these candles on my right hand side hadn't formed. All right, so as I said in the previous week, I was expecting price to trade to the higher end of the fair value gap, the weekly fair value gap we've been targeting. Okay, so since I think around this area, somewhere right here, okay, around this area, we've been targeting this particular area, okay, this area, but it was one target at a time. Initially, it was the lower end of the fair value gap, and then we proceeded to the midpoint of the fair value gap, okay, and then finally we are almost at the higher end of the fair value gap. Okay, that's for the weekly time frame. Yeah, so that has been the targets, and that's what I was expecting. I was expecting price to open on Monday, or like this Sunday's trade. So we get open on Sunday and then gravitate towards that particular target. And I was expecting today's NFP to propel us into that particular level if we hadn't reached it before today being Friday 10th of January. But unfortunately, we actually had a deep retracement on Monday. This is Sunday's trade, as I said. So on Monday, we had this particular drop down into this daily fair value gap. Okay, so it was just a correction and for discount price. So I uploaded a video about taking trade around this particular area here. Okay, what I was looking at, I used a line to trace what I was expecting. I was expecting this particular level to act as support for price to go much higher. Okay, even though I was looking at the weekly price to just open and then we gravitate towards that end. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that. We went for retracement before proceeding or heading towards our targets. Yeah, so market is almost about closing, and I don't see any kind of significant movements. Hence, I had to do this particular video today or at this time. Yeah, so on Monday, in the coming week, I'm expecting price to actually rise up into this particular level as you've been targeting. Okay, let me extend. Yeah, so I'm expecting price to rise up into that level, and from there, I will just wait for information from the charts to see if we are going to go much higher, or probably we are going to consolidate or have much deeper retracement, or actually we are going to reverse and seek lower prices in the dollar index. But as it stands now, from the 13th of January to 17th, I'm looking at price hitting this particular level, which is from here about 70 pips, almost. Yeah, so about 70 pips right there. We can just do it in about 2 days. Just a day or two, we can reach in there, and then we see what price has to offer us again. Yeah, so let's proceed to the news releases to be aware of. Okay, so the news release to be aware of. Yeah, so from 13th being Monday, we have the bank holiday for the Japanese yen. That's all day. Then on Tuesday, 14th January at 1:30, we have the core PPI, and then that's 1:30 affecting the dollar index. It's a high impact news. On Wednesday, we also have a CPI for the pound at 7 a.m. and also at 1:30 p.m. you have the core CPI, okay, affecting the dollar index. High impact news, which would cause more volatility into the market. Let's watch out for that. And then at 3:30 p.m. you have the crude oil inventories, the mid impacts at affecting the dollar index. And then on Thursday, 16th January at 7 a.m. we have the GDP for the GBP, also high impacts. And then at 1:30 p.m. we have the core retail sales, also affecting the dollar index. Okay, and then the Philly Fed manufacturing index, that's the mid impacts around the same time. And then on Friday at 7 a.m. you have the retail sales affecting the GBP, that's the high impact news. And also at 1:30 p.m. you have the building permits affecting the US dollar. Okay, that's a mid impact. So we should just hold on to see higher prices in the coming weeks. Okay, in the coming weeks we should see higher prices in the dollar index, and then we see where price tells us, or what price tells us again. So this is the targets. Yeah, so this particular level, okay, this level, the lower end of this particular candle, which comes in at 110.39 so let's say 39. Okay, so just some few pips to go, we can hit it, and then we see if we can get lower prices or some kind of consolidation. We have to wait and see what price tells us. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and then I'll see you in the next videos. Bye.